Warm welcome to all. This video we are going to see email best practices. The industry best practice is a communication mode. What is a communication? A communication is some sharing of the information from one person to another. The person who makes it is called a transmitter. The person who is a receiver is called a receiving end. Okay, so the communication will be complete if this information which is going from a originator or a sender reaches with the same spirit, with the same level of understanding at the receiver end. That is what the communication is all about. But when we are talking about business communication, it is not no difference, but business communication always goes in a structured manner. It is used only for conduct of the business, number one, and it will not be having any personal way of handling. It is a purely a business way of handling, meaning that every point you will have, we can find the professionalism. That is the way we are talking about the best practices coming. There are a number of modes of communication is there, but when you're talking about the communication, it could be conversation mode where people can talk to each other face to face, or the over phone, that way. Or that could be something, okay, I'm sharing the information at your free time, you can see. That is a way also, that is also a communication only, because information is moving, but same time they are not they are both are not online to see that way the difference. So the modes of communication comes to face, telephone, magazine publications, events, fax blasts, then websites, your email, SMS, IM, all these are coming to share the information. Going to restrict it with the IT industry. Okay, so the more important any part of the effectiveness of the communication is the clear, concise, concrete, correct, coherent, complete, courteous. Email is nothing but the digital messages, digital way of exchanging the messenger from one to another. This is used most probably in the business world. The reason is that there are a couple of reasons, because all emails are saved in a server and it can be of future use. All archives can be it is legally binding. So, and no alteration can be done. It will be the way it is received, that will be kept. So this has got all these advantages. That way email comes, it is a digital messages which is exchanged between different parties. These are all recorded and kept, and the messages can be immediately on the, if both are on online, they can talk immediately. If not, it will be a store and forward. Whenever somebody opens the mail, then only the mails will be coming inside the mailbox and it will show. That is what store and forward. So, but this beautiful email world is invented by our Indian Shiv Ayodhya way back 1978 in the medical lines. He wants to share the messages, whatever research, whatever community they want to make. They want to make all these medicine related through the digital format. That way that email got evolved. Coming down to the email, earlier at the time of the email was made or originated, that time they have very minimum things which are all known. You want to communicate, okay, it will be one-to-one. It can be started from one, and it can be received only one person, and it will come a limited bandwidth of messages. Things will be going. But once the revolution takes place in the email today, what you are seeing as the email world is a very big difference. See, I have put it in a smaller, better picture for our understanding. The basic email elements will be, there will be sender who will be sending the messages. There are recipients. There will be a subject line talking about what this mail is going to contain, and there is a body which is going to elaborate what the communication is all about. And if you want to establish with some of the attachment, yes, we can do that. That is what the basic content is. But having said, today you can find that there are a number of email applications available, be it a Gmail, be it a Yahoo Mail, or be it a Outlook Mail. Every application offering different advanced utilities. List a few here. You can I have touch based upon the Outlook. meeting invite can be generated, and it can be added. Polling options can be given. You can create your own folders wherein you can safe keep the emails which are coming, so that you can categorization. Basically, you can categorize the emails and put it according to the category in the folders, and you can put the rules. I mean, even you need not pull it and pick up the emails and put it in a proper folder. No, you can ask this email the application itself to do that. And automails talks about when you are not there, how to handle it. It will tell. So we have mail content pans, different pans across the screens created in the emerging email applications. And you can always recalling. That is last but not the least, you should have one more option called recalling the message. So in the email web. Before going to that, let us understand how this outlook will be there. You would have all seen this, but anyway, just to bring your memory up. See, the ribbon is one, which is talking about what action you want to take. This is talking about this. This ribbon is talking about all these action you want to take. And let's say the folders, the system has got a different folder like a inbox, sent, all these things will be there. However, you can have your own customized folders created over here, and you can pull out these whatever mails come according to the category. You can pull it and put it in the folders. Then there is a placeholder where we can see all the messages. There is a message list. All the incoming will be here. Or if you are clicking any of the folder, the mails contained within that folder will be displayed here. The list, all this will be there. Any selection list can be shown in the reading pane. The reading pane talks about, displays the full content of the mail. And in the right side, you can find the to-do board, which is talking about, you can always plan the activity, or any meeting or any schedulement is there, that will be displayed here. So this is all the general one. We all would have seen it. Probably we may not have thrown kind of importance to it, because we always go by the mails, mail contents, and how to react the mails and all that way. But still, this is the component. This is the basic elements in the elements. Let me look into the best practice in each element. One is the recipient. Sender is the person who is giving it. He might be having one email ID. Everybody would be having same. The recipient will be, we are categorizing the recipient. Somebody is called coming under 2. Somebody will be coming under CC, somebody will be coming under BCC. Let us understand what is the difference. The 2 is always talking about who are supposed to be, there are the important people who are supposed to take some action, or that is their knowledge, it has to go. So if that is the case, all these email lists of those people should be marked in the 2. The CC is, okay, I am just bringing to your knowledge. It is for your information kind of thing. Those people's email ID should be part of CC. The BCC is a blocked CC, meaning that it is blocked. Whomever you enter here, they will be getting it. However, the 2 and CC people may not be knowing. This is sent to another person under BCC. BCC is blocked. So in business world, BCC is not recommended and not to be used. If at all you are using it, in a body of the mail, we will have to say that who are going to receive under BCC and what is the reason you have done it. That is the reason people don't use the BCC. Okay, then again comes what will happen whenever there's a mail comes. The mails you are forwarding to somebody who feels that, okay, he is also a team member and you should also know. But others may not be knowing you have forwarded. So it is the best practices whenever you are forwarding a mail. So you will have to include all others in addition to the new person to whom you are forwarding. That is the best. So that everybody knows that the mail is going to this new person also, and hereafter everybody will include him also in the chain of mails. Coming to subject is a one-liner. It is going to be at the top. It is going to be attractive. It is just like the newspaper, the headings. People read the headings and they get into. Same way, subject should be catchy and it is not when we talk about the catchy, it is not the newspaper, but it is regarding the project seriousness. Project, what it is about which project, and what is the seriousness, what we are looking on it. All these things should be part of the subject line, so that if any resource, any worker, any IT employee get the mails, It is not the only one mail is getting. He will be getting lots of mails, maybe 10 mails or 20 mails, 30 mails. So he has done, by looking at the subject, he will prioritize. So the subject is very, very essential. And moreover, the chain thread, there is a mail. The mails are called a threading. The threading is done based on the subject line, so that the subject line cannot be altered. Once it is decided and it is going, even it is having some correction, spelling typo, don't worry, but let it go so that the chain will be mentioned. Okay, so we need not use the uppercase or gesseral, drags, all these things in the subject. The letter is your real communication area where you are going to type. It should be very polite. The language should be polite, and it should not have any red coloring. Red coloring usually talks about the anger. Moreover, if it is not a polite mail and with the red color, definitely it gives the attitude of the person who is sending. And moreover, this we try to avoid using these emotional or emojis in the business mails. And the body should be really precise, concise, and it should be very communicative. In case you want any action point to be done, very clearly it should be mentioned who should take what kind of the action point. And deadlines, if at all it is there, you will have to mention it. And if it is not, if your mail goes like some explanation or something which is going by paragraph, better avoid in email. Make out a document, highlight what you are going to done, what is as part of the document, only highlight bullet points in the mail, but attach the document and send it to you. That is the best practice. Attachment, that is what we are talking about, the document to be attachment. So attachment, again, this attachment very, very essential, that whenever you are sending a set of people, all the people should get the attachment. You will have to decide. If it is not there, you will have to split the mails, people who to get the attachment, who should not. So that way, in a commonized fashion, it won't work. So again, the size of the attachment always matters. If it is too big, you will have to split it in a small one and send it across, or you can zip it. And in case very sensitive, and it should be in a protected mail, organizations protected mail and all, it is very good. You can always use the encryption, or you can password. You can make it password protected, but never send the same mail, the password also, in a body of the mail. You need a hacks it. They got both. They got the content as well as the password, the same mail. So that should be a separate mail which should carry the password. So providing that the polling option nowadays. Polling option, if we ask some question, people have different answer. So I don't want different. Let me give only the clear option. Okay, tomorrow there is a meeting. You will be available. Yes or no? Only two. So that way we say categorical answers. So in the polling option, we can provide all these options so that we can make the recipient to select one of them. The most important the polling option is that we should not exclude any of the thing, so that others will be pointing out. No ambiguity in options elaborations. Third one is what is the default. If some person does not respond on time, so what is the default, and the deadline by which you will have contact, that should be mentioned clearly on the polling. Again, coming to the rules on the mails. Rules on the mails is nothing bad. You are just because mailbox it's going to receive all the mails in the inbox, but still inbox is going to be very big. If I am part of 10 project, let us say I am project 4 project, and all the projects are in the vibrant and it is a production mode, naturally the number of mails will also increase. So instead of keeping everything in inbox, I'll allow the rules on mails facility there. I can create my own rules and instruct this email application saying that whenever the subject line is there, or whenever it is coming from so and so, so some way of condition I can elaborate it according to the condition. If it is there, okay, put it in this folder, so that my inbox may not carry lot many mails. Rather, respective project mails will go in the respective project folders which I have created. But I did not pull it manually, rather I allow the system. Coming down to meetings, in earlier days that meeting link embedded was not that, but nowadays the meeting embedded is available in the Outlook. So you can create the team meetings. That embedded will be, since the team and Outlook are synchronized in terms of technological platforms, you can create the link and it can go. So it will be going to all the recipient. Only the recipient can join the meeting. Not all the people, only this thing. If at all it is getting forwarded to somebody who is also part of this mail, then so in general, all the people who are all part of the mail, they can join in the meeting that way. That is a general meeting. Anyway, regarding the meeting, you will have to have a purpose very clearly, time very clearly, and you will have to take it should be very precise. People should present their content very precise. No personalization, only professionalism is to be adhered for the full length of the meeting, and every meeting will be ending with thanks and MOM. Minutes of the meeting should be there. So when we send this minute, usually we will have to talk about the agenda lines and how we are going to do that. That way we will have to mention general. Again, coming to the meeting invite, there is another point. If I am going to send up a meeting, not only a day, for a week, 5 days I am going to conduct. So naturally it is a recurring. Same time for all the days, if I am keeping, it is called a recurring meeting. See, this recurring meeting, the best practices, don't create it for the whole year. It is very difficult because managing is also very difficult, and we are blocking the calendar of the person who is receiving. See, if we are giving a meeting and the meeting is not going to happen, that is called corrupt meeting. Corrupt meeting is unused meeting. So we need to avoid the corrupt meeting. We should not getting into the chance of giving this corrupt meeting. So usually first 25 occurrences or first 3 months we can set the in recurring meetings, and at the time of creation never use this any enclosures, because when you attach something at the time of creation itself, that will be holding good for all the, if it is for 30 occurrences, all the 30 occurrences it will be holding good, but the document may not be holding it, it is only inception. So it is usual best practice is that create the recurring invite, but don't attach any document or any related thing, because every meeting is in upcoming and recurrences, every content of discussion is going to be is different. So coming down, message recalling, it is essential, because by mistake messages may go in wrong places. When you are originating, it may happen, but when you are at the time of responding also, there could be chances you might be giving wrong. So you can always recall, but recalling should be happen very immediately so that nobody would have read it. Let us presume that the mail which is supposed to be recalled has got a very damaging content, then it is very difficult. Then it has got adverse effect in the carrier or within the team and all, based on the content. So it is always good. The best practice is before clicking send, see once, twice, thrice, and when you are okay, then use it. That is all. Again, message recalling also we need to use wisely. I mean, to auto replace. Auto replace is essential because when a person is on leave, so it is always the recipient may not be knowing you are on leave, and it is very difficult every time to publish that I won't be available, then go. Even that mail only they will be knowing. After a day, they will be forgetting you are on leave. So the best way is in your email box there is a provision of saying out of box, out of office message. Clearly mention about this. When you will be coming back, mention about it. From where you are going on leave, I mean from which date you are going off, mention it. And if you have multiple projects, whom to be contacted in case any of the things come, that also you very clearly mention. Then that is what we call it as a escalation matrix. Let us presume that you are talking about X, that X is also there. So it is good that you can always say that X or Y, or in case of escalation, you can reach my manager, development manager or delivery manager. That way we can always mention with the email ID or phone number, whatever is convenient. That is with the approval of the person whom name or phone number or email ID you are including that. That is the best practice. So email, the best, I think we are coming to a closure. So the best part of the manners is that we will have to opt. Whenever we receive any of the mail, okay, respond it, precisely respond it, consciously, politely respond it, and usually the quicker you give the response, you have high respect there. So it should be relevant and BC should be avoided. In terms of the content, you should be all inoffensive things, polite wordings ought to be followed, and based on the culture, because as we are talking about in my earlier video, you would have seen that remote team management, people are working in the different location, carry different culture. So according to that, we will have to, if at all expected salutation, that gives a good image about you, as well as they establish a good harmony and relationship. So do the professional salutations, and confidential matter should not be shared across the mails. And if at all project confidential matter, what is according to the project standards, we will have to follow that. We always follow the policies of the project and the company. Then very important is how you are going to get the image. Out of office, whenever you are going now, set OOO message, out of office messages, so that it will clearly inform you are not available. And forwarded message usually don't circulate, because it is the organization, so we don't do that. And you need to have a very clear signature in your mails. Below the body there should be signature. The signature should carry your name, your designation, and every company very clearly, the organization tells how the signature to be formed. According to the policy, it should be there. Probably the logo, everything should be there, so that it gives a better image. Many times your mails may go to the client, so what you show as a signature, you are not carrying your image, rather you are carrying the company's image and the team image and the project image. So these are all the things, friends, you will have to look into. So this video will have to, I'm just giving you some warm-up here. The warm-up says that you will have to read, be business-like, think no professional, no personal this thing, look everything as a professional thing, and you will have to respond. Business emails are company records. As I already told you, it goes the company records. It is available at any point of time. And a badly formed mails, or in offensive mails, or politeness lagging mails, will have backfire. It will spoil your image, spoil the image, relationship. It will backfire you. Okay, so that you will have to take care of it. And whatever feature that time to time the organization adding on the email, we will have to follow this. And there are some policies how the emails to be sent outside the world, external world and all, that is to be followed. And we always take care you not only your image, take care of your team's image and company image when you are using these emails. So email, I always say, this is one of the, because without email the whole IT industry will not work. It is the best and needed communication channel for all the organization, especially IT industry. So this is the one which is going to create and establish the relationship and the image. So due diligence, handling the email is always needed, friends. So thank you very much, and all the very best. And thank you, friends, for watching this video. Thanks all. I'll meet you all with another title in another video. Okay, bye bye.